Hey everybody, J. Scott Helms here, and today I'm going to do something a little bit different. Most of my other videos have been equipment reviews or gear reviews, gear unboxing, and I have said from the beginning that I wanted to get a little more in depth on how I got started, why I got started, and I thought this would be a perfect time to do it. One, I've got some time, work has slowed down, I'm out of school right now, and some of it has to do with the gear shortage. If you're watching this somewhere down the road, do a quick Google search on 2020 and it's a dumpster fire. And one of the things that I'm going to focus on today is the shortage of fitness gear that's out there. So that's where we're going to start, and then we're going to move on. So let's get to it. Okay, so I said I was going to start with the gear shortage, and that's where we're going to take off from today. If you, 4 months ago, 5 months ago, if you had gone even to Walmart, Dick's Sporting Goods, one of the big box stores, you could have bought low-end dumbbells for around $1 a pound. So a 15-pound dumbbell would cost you about $15, give or take $1. You catch them on sale at Walmart, you could get them for as little as 80 cents a pound. Hell, I did a video maybe 6 months ago where I lucked up on some kettlebells that I ordered from their website, and I got them for something like 70 cents a pound. Well, that is out the window. Even used kettlebells and dumbbells now, you're lucky if you can find them for $2.50, $3 a pound. It's gotten ridiculous. So if you're looking to get into working out or to start working out, maybe you're looking to get back into it, gyms are closed right now. YMCAs are closed, rec centers are closed, for the most part. They're definitely closed where I'm at here in the great state of North Carolina. Even one of the trainers that I used to work with is now only taking 2 clients per day. So if you want to get in there, he's mostly working with clients he was already working with. It can be tough to get on the schedule. If the gym that trainer works at is closed, you might not be able to get on his schedule or her schedule at all. So I don't want to say stuck working out from home, but if that's your only option, you're faced with a couple of problems. Gear is hard to find, and if you didn't already have a selection of gear and you've got to buy some now, it can be extremely expensive. But I can give you a couple of options. There is some gear that is still pretty easy to find. Things like resistance bands. These are like the strength style ones, the wider, thick ones. The tube style ones with handles on them that I don't recommend. Other things that are fairly simple to find that you can work out with. You don't have to have a gym full of equipment. And here's how I recommend, especially now during the pandemic, to get yourself started. And the reason I'm going to recommend it this way is because it can be hard enough to get started as it is. It took me a long time to get back into it. And once I did, I realized how much I missed it. So if I can offer a little bit of motivation or a good reason to jump back in, I hope someone takes something from it. So the first thing I'm going to recommend is, let's say you can find one piece of gear, all right? For sake of our argument starting here, let's say it's a medicine ball or a strength training ball. Call it what you will. You can get that ball, whatever size, 8, 12, 15, 20 pounds. Buy it used, buy it new. I'm a big proponent of used, but right now it might be cheaper to buy it new. Get that piece of equipment, get that medicine ball, and then go to Amazon or eBay or Thrift Books and pick up a book, right? This one is on medicine ball workouts. About 110 pages. I've been through this book a dozen times. I have about 100 books in my library here at home. So get that medicine ball and start right here. Now, for those of you unfamiliar with workout books, these are a lot like iPads, but made out of paper. And you don't have someone talking to you. You can just stare at the picture. So I'm going to flip through here. So you get the medicine ball book, and there are pictures of the actual exercises explained in order. And it goes on and on. There's probably 50 or 60 in this particular book. There's also, because if you're beginning or just starting, you might not know how to structure a full workout, this book will have page after page. That's probably a little hard to read from there, but they'll have beginner workouts, advanced workouts. Each workout has 10 or 15 exercises stretching, and so forth. And even if you can't do every exercise in there, if you can do half of them, that's more than you're doing now. So this is a great one, okay? Another option on the same line is the strength ball training, medicine ball, strength ball. The difference here is this one actually comes with a DVD. So you can see the author go through the moves. Again, this one has page after page of different exercises, variations of those exercises, using the Swiss ball, using a medicine ball. And there are also whole pages of workouts: beginner, intermediate, advanced, aerobic, fat loss, strength training. Okay, so the great thing about these books, again, I try to buy them used when I can. This one I picked up used on Amazon for like $3. The first one I held up, I got it from Thrift Books. I think I gave $3 or $4 for this one. Okay, so that's just an example with a medicine ball. Let's say you already have a piece or two of equipment, or your focus isn't the medicine ball. You want to go a little more strength training, a little more aerobic. You could do it with those, but everybody has their preference. For me, my preference would be a kettlebell. If that's all I had was one type of equipment, kettlebells would be it. So again, hop on Amazon or eBay. Here you go, a kettlebell workout. All right, this is by Pavel, the guy who wrote the book on kettlebells. A different one, but he wrote it. And again, color photos. This is a little bit nicer book than the last one I showed you, but it's got color photographs, illustrations, step-by-step instructions on doing the workouts. All right, so that's just one example. There are dozens, if not hundreds, of books on kettlebells. And I will place links down below under the video here on all the books I show you today. And I plan to come back and do this again, maybe in a day or two, and focus on a few more books, because I have a lot. I've got body weight training, I've got aerobic, step, you name it, I've got it. I've said in my videos before that I love to try new stuff. Don't get me started on DVD programs. I must have 50 of them in the back, and I'm happy to walk through all of those. So, medicine ball, kettlebell, you just need the one piece of equipment. Two if you can get it, but hey, one is a great way to start. So let's say you have a couple of dumbbells, or you want to do a little strength training and you can pick up a couple of dumbbells. Then a book like this might be the way to go. Now this is body sculpting, the Body Sculpting Bible for Men. They make it for women as well. In fact, I have a copy, but it's fallen apart. Most of mine are missing pages or they've been taped back in. But for our purposes here today, I'm going to use this one. And you'll see that a lot of mine have bookmarks in them all throughout. And I've bookmarked workouts, exercises. But this is a great place to start. Again, this is another book that will have hundreds of illustrated exercises. I don't know exactly how many this one has, but I'll bet it's close to 200. And they'll cover everything from full gym equipment to just body weight and everything in between, dumbbells, sandbags, you name it. This book also has workouts in it. So for the rank beginner to someone who's a little more advanced. It's also set up if you have access to a lot of equipment or just a little bit of equipment. So this is a really good book. This is an older one. I think it's from like 2004 or 5. And in fact, this one's out of print, but there's an updated version of it, and I'll put a link to that one down below. So again, that will cover most anything you would want to do. So you know you're working out from home or in the backyard or the garage, the basement, whatever. You could easily find a book like this, the Home Workout Bible. Now this one requires less equipment, dumbbells, barbells. I believe they cover some sandbag stuff in here. But again, it's just like the others. You're going to get page after page of exercises based on the equipment that you have. Okay, it goes on and on. Now this one has something like 400 exercises in it. Actually, it says it right here, 400. All right, there's different workout programs in here. Fat loss, speed up your metabolism, strength training, aerobic workouts. And this is based for the home. So let's say that you still do have access to more equipment, right? You've got a home gym, or you've got a rack, you've got some barbells and weight plates, a barbell and some weight plates, whatever. There are books out there like this, the Gym Bible. All right, and again, this one has hundreds of exercises, and it says for weightlifting and cardio. All right. So again, we'll flip through. You have all sorts of exercises in there based on the equipment you have, from body weight up to bigger machines. It also has workouts in there: beginner, intermediate, advanced, building muscle, losing weight. These are a great place to start. And again, this book right here can probably be had for $3 or $4. I'll put links to all of them down below, but this is a great place to start. All right, last one I'm going to cover today. This is one of my personal favorites. Love or hate the guy, doesn't matter. This is Jim Stoppani's Encyclopedia of Muscle and Strength. All right, the main reason, well, there's several reasons I like this book, but number one, it can be had used, fairly inexpensive. I believe I bought this one for less than $10, and new it's like $29.99. Okay, again, you can see all my bookmarks and everything in the top here. This is one I use a lot. This is a great book, especially for beginners, because right at the beginning of the book, in the first 3 pages, every muscle group is listed. So if you know you want to work your back or your hamstrings, you can go right to that group and find exercises to work those muscle groups. And then on the other side over here, you have all your different workouts that are in this book. So just to give you an example, working your core, training cycles and training variables, building muscle mass, programs for muscle mass, maximizing strength, programs for maximizing strength, training cycles for gaining and maximizing strength, maximizing fat loss, weight loss, cardio, Tabata programs, okay? And muscle groups covered: chest, shoulders, back, traps, triceps, biceps, forearms, and everything else that you're walking around with right now. All right, so also there's a lot of great writing at the beginning of the book. It talks about why things are the way they are. The book is a few years old. Science is always moving forward, so things change. However, a bicep curl pretty much stays the same. Cable pulls pretty much stay the same. A bench press pretty much stays the same. So this is a good book. Really good for beginners. There is stuff that's going to be over your head in there, but there's going to be a great place to start. So why am I pitching the books again? Because the books are readily available. When you can't find the dumbbells or kettlebells or a home gym or a rack, you can always find these books. And if all you have to start with is body weight, this is a great way to do it. If all you have is 2 dumbbells, doesn't matter if they're too light for you, you can still get a workout. The reason I bring this up is when I first got started, motivation was one of my biggest problems. I could go for 2 or 3 days, and you take that first day off, and it's easy to take the second day, and it's easy to take the third, and next thing you know, it's been a month since you worked out. So being at home right now with this pandemic really sucks the motivation if you're used to going to a gym or if you're used to going somewhere else and working out. Don't give up that motivation. Don't give up, because you can pull a few of these books off the internet and find some great ways to work out. Maybe ways you weren't working out before with equipment you've never used before. You know, resistance bands. Believe it or not, these things, you can get quite the workout from these. I've done several videos on these, and these are readily available. This is equipment that you can still find online, probably in your local big box stores, Walmart's, Dick's Sporting Goods, Academy Sports. I don't have any of those close to me. I have Walmart. Everyone has a Walmart close. But the other sporting goods stores, I don't. I'm an hour and a half away from something like that. That's one of the reasons that you'll see me post links from Amazon all the time. Anyone who has internet has access to Amazon. Not everybody has a big box store nearby. Hell, I don't even have a gym close to me. The closest gym to me is almost 45 minutes away. So my backyard is my gym most of the time. You've heard me talk about this in other videos. So today's video is a bit of a departure from other stuff that I've done. I'm not going to stop doing that, but I am going to do more videos like this. My schedule is kind of clear right now, so I'm going to do a little more of it. And I'm happy to answer questions. You know, we all start somewhere, and even if you're experienced and been doing this a long time, maybe I can show you a book you're not familiar with. Maybe you can pull a couple exercises out you haven't done. Maybe you don't have resistance bands, and this gives you an excuse to get some. So to wrap this up today, I'm dragging on a little bit. If you got something out of this, click like and please subscribe. I'm going to post more of these, and I'm going to get in more detail as I get a few more of these out of the way. If you have questions, post them down below in the comments. Look over my other videos. I probably answered 95% of the questions I get, even when I get the same ones over and over. I'm happy to share information. If I can save you some time or save you some money, I like to do that. But if you would, click like, please subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything, and it really helps me out. All right? So until next time, a couple days from now, be safe, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in a couple days.